So to kick it off, I'd like everyone to meet 3 people and ask them, what questions do you think your students have about careers? Students come to an adult education program because they want to increase their employability. So whether it's the immediate goal of I need to pass my high school equivalency exam for a specific job that I'm going for, or whether it's a longer term goal, students are already thinking about careers. What were some of your conversations about? Yeah.
Some of the students are asking, does it require college or could it be vocational training?
How do I pay for it if I don't have the money?
In incarcerated education, we hear a lot, how will my past get in the way?
Yeah. Well, many don't have any idea what they like.
So how do I choose?
Exploration,
right? Yeah. Even what are my interests? The CUNY CareerKit is a resource guide for adult literacy teachers and also counselors to help students really be exposed to different careers and start thinking about how to plan for their career path.
That's going to open up a lot of questions because generally a non-for-profit is going to pay less than a corporation.
Teachers and counselors from around the state met together in Albany to give them an overview to the materials and also have them really see up close what is it like to do some of these activities. The project is grouped into what we call 1 overview career kit and 10 sector-based career kits. So the overview career kit, there's general information like students learning to navigate career databases where they can research careers that are of interest to them. We have them learn about sort of workplace expectations. So it's really a wide range from exploration to sort of more nuts and bolts. These are worker narratives in this sector. So these are all health worker narratives. And then we have these 10 sector-based toolkits that actually take a lot of those same lessons, but they adapt them to one specific career. This all began because we're all trying to figure out how can we help students get a foothold into their career path while we're helping them develop literacy skills. How can we do these 2 things at the same time? And I'm trying to always emphasize that this is not only education about careers, but every activity is a literacy-based activity.
And then the literacy goal has to do with defining vocabulary.
The teachers are doing whatever literacy activities with text they normally do, but we use a text that's around careers.
We're going to work today with some worker narratives.
So for example, career narratives, where they read a worker's experience at their job.
You can visualize the struggles in that male environment, trying to prove herself. You can see the daily struggle.
And then we do some visual graphics, so students are reading graphs, writing essays.
So what are these numbers? The numbers of jobs? The number of people employed?
We're grounding this work in labor market data so that students have a good realistic sense of not just, what am I interested in, but where are the jobs? Imagine using this activity with your students. Is there anything you would do differently? Are there parts of this that you think would be confusing or especially challenging? Some of the materials are New York City based, but the regional adult education networks are going to adapt for their region using local labor statistics, the local educational opportunities, and also just talking to employers in the area and finding out from the employers themselves, what are you looking for? A lot of times it doesn't have to be that the content is added on, but that the content is integrated into what you're already doing.
Right.
In creating these career kits, one thing that I'm very conscious of is that this is new for some teachers. In reality, they're doing a lot of this work already, but they might not be thinking of it as career-focused work.
Oh, right.
We want teachers to understand that every time students do an activity in groups or in partners, they're practicing a workplace skill. So they're practicing collaboration, they're practicing communication, and honestly, whether the text they're dealing with is about careers or not, we want teachers to be able to articulate to students to not only think about sort of the hard information about careers that they're getting, but the soft skills that employers in every sector and at every level are looking for.
They want to go into a CNA program.
Adult literacy programs do career education in a wide variety of ways. Some programs are very integrated toward one particular career.
We're talking about the general student that may not really know what they want to do.
Other programs are very broad, and so they're doing general literacy, and they're going to fold in information about a wide variety of careers.
They start looking at a job or a career for the wrong reasons.
The participants were really helpful in thinking about how we can help programs to adapt the activities to meet the needs of their students.
In ESL, you got a lot of people already working construction.
Right. Because we want it to be usable for lots of different programs, and we know that students are in lots of different places.
If you're using that language and introducing these, I think they'll gravitate to it. Because
what I envision is that a trainer from a program would select a number of activities and present it to teachers and kind of orient them to it, so that not every teacher has to kind of sit down with a binder and flip through hundreds of pages, but they have recommendations from someone in their program.
Maybe just pulling something a little abstract like your work environment. Draw a picture of what your work environment would look like.
We're also hoping that programs are going to survey students to find out what their career interests are, so that they can make their curriculum most useful to their students.
What a resource, just knowing what's available.
I'd like them to view it as options and also inspiration, because we hope that teachers use some of the activities as jumping off points to create other activities and to extend in lots of different directions.
We need to help our students to understand that they can reach those kinds of goals.